King con masa.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today's video takes a close look at repetition ranges to build muscle. What range is ideal for hypertrophy? If you like this type of videos, please consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss any of our weekly content. Also, feel free to browse our channel and check out all our videos so that you have the knowledge to achieve your fitness goals. What is the ideal repetition range to build muscle? We advocate for a balanced approach to repetition ranges when building muscle. Both low reps, 3 to 6, and higher reps, 8 to 15, training, can contribute to muscle hypertrophy, but the effectiveness depends on factors like intensity, volume, and individual preferences. Here's a breakdown. Low reps, 3 to 6 range. Benefits. Greater focus on strength gains, due to higher loads. Useful for advanced lifters who need to handle heavier weights to progress. Limitations. Can be more fatiguing on joints and the nervous system. Requires longer rest periods, reducing overall training density. Higher reps, 8 to 15 range. Benefits. Promotes hypertrophy through metabolic stress and time under tension. Easier on joints and less risk of injury compared to heavy low-rep sets. Allows for greater training volume, which is a key driver of muscle growth. Limitations. Lighter loads may require higher effort to achieve effective muscle fatigue. Focus. Periodization and variation. We emphasize varying repetition ranges within a program to maximize hypertrophy and strength. For example, incorporating both low-rep sets for strength and high-rep sets for volume within a training cycle. Volume is king. The total training volume, measured in hard sets close to failure, is the primary driver of muscle growth. Both low and high reps can contribute as long as the sets are performed with sufficient intensity. Personalization. Different muscles and individuals may respond better to different rep ranges. For instance, smaller muscles like biceps may thrive on higher reps, while larger muscles like quads can handle and benefit from lower rep work. Practical application. We suggest blending rep ranges. 60 to 70% of training in the moderate range, 8 to 12 reps, for hypertrophy. 15 to 20% in the lower range, 3 to 6 reps, for strength. 10 to 20% in the higher range, 15 to 20 reps, for endurance and variation. This approach ensures well-rounded muscle development and accommodates individual recovery capacity. Let's dive a little deeper. What happens to muscles when training with very heavy loads for 3 to 6 reps? Training with very heavy loads in the 3 to 6 rep range primarily stimulates the muscles in unique ways compared to higher rep training. Here's a detailed breakdown of the physiological effects. 1. Mechanisms of muscle adaptation. 8. Myofibrillar hypertrophy. Focus. Increased size and density of myofibrils, contractile proteins like actin and myosin, within muscle fibers. Effect. Strength-focused hypertrophy that enhances the muscle's ability to generate force. Neural adaptations. Increased motor unit recruitment. Heavier loads require the activation of more motor units, including high-threshold motor units, responsible for recruiting the largest and strongest muscle fibers. Improved rate coding. The nervous system becomes more efficient at firing signals to muscles, increasing strength. Intermuscular coordination. Enhances the ability of different muscle groups to work together efficiently during compound movements. Mechanical tension. Very heavy loads create maximal mechanical tension in muscle fibers, a key driver of muscle growth. This high tension places stress on the muscle's contractile elements, signaling adaptations like increased protein synthesis. What happens to the muscles with moderate loads for 8 to 15 reps? Training with moderate loads in the 8 to 15 rep range is widely considered the optimal zone for muscle hypertrophy growth. Here's a detailed breakdown of how this rep range affects muscles and drives adaptations. Mechanisms of muscle adaptation. Sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Focus: increase in the volume of the sarcoplasm, the fluid and non-contractile components, within muscle cells. Effect: leads to an increase in overall muscle size without necessarily increasing strength proportionately. Balance between mechanical tension and metabolic stress. Mechanical tension is present, though less intense than in heavy low-rep sets, but more sustainable over a greater number of reps. Metabolic stress, the burn feeling from lactic acid accumulation, is maximized, triggering mechanisms like cell swelling and increased production of growth-promoting hormones, e.g., IGF-1. Increased time under tension. Moderate reps create more time under tension, TUT, for muscle fibers, a key factor for hypertrophy. The longer duration of each set enhances muscle growth signals through greater protein breakdown and subsequent synthesis. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, feel free to browse our channel and check out all our workout videos available, so that you have the knowledge to achieve your fitness goals. Thank you. Train hard and stay strong.